Today's episode of Livin Podcast is proudly brought to you by the Christmas Heirloom Company.
The Christmas Heirloom Company is the only shop like this that you will find in Australia. And this year, they are located at Westfield, West Lakes.
Right up until Christmas Eve, so get in there and get all your Christmas goodies.
Be quick so you don't miss out.
That there's a life and then there's living. Am I living for today? It was good. Do you think people get sick of our karaoke?
Probably.
I got offered to do karaoke last night and I was like, I haven't done it for a long time with the guys from Live Sketch.
Yeah.
And they're like, Vince, you're coming to do karaoke. And then they just left and I didn't get to see them.
Well, did you see how I got to sing with Tanya Savelli?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes.
I felt like that was karaoke for me because they were just going, oh, you're going to sing this song now. And I'm like, I've never sung it in my life.
They just put you on the spot.
They put me on the spot.
I love that.
What, did you think that was planned? Did you think that other pitch was planned?
What are you talking? You sounded great. You guys sounded great.
It was funny.
But I didn't realise you did multiple set. I didn't realise you had a whole set there.
We didn't. Well, I just went, she was there and I got the mic and anyway, I did one. And then Tony was like, oh, and now we're doing this one. And now we're doing Dancing Queen.
Tony.
And
He's
I'm
the
like,
best.
I like these songs. I've never sung them.
Good for you, though.
No, it wasn't. I felt very unprepared. Anywho.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Am I living?
We are living.
Oh, what a funny thing to say.
Wait till you hear today.
We're very alive, aren't we?
We said look up into the sky, find the sun on a cloudy day. On a cloudy day. We said look up into the sky, find the sun
Very alive.
Alive.
Yeah.
Do we sound, it's because the music's on, we sound
Because
a
the
bit.
music's on.
Right.
But if the music stops, we are very crystal clear.
Crystal clear, even though you are wearing blue, you are not blue.
I'm not blue.
We
at
are
all.
not blue.
Oh my gosh, Nance. Hi everyone. Hi.
Welcome to another episode of Livin Podcast.
Livin Podcast, the place where we come together each week, every Monday.
Yep.
We have a chat. We talk about all the things, the thoughts in our head,
Yes.
right, that maybe we don't talk about,
That you keep in sometimes.
but also the things that we let out.
Life.
'Cause
Our
there's-
lives. We share.
That's right. It's a shared
share.
experience. And
Yeah.
you know, one of my favourite shared experiences
Yes.
is this.
I know.
I say it every week. God, I love sitting down for a chat with you. But it's not,
Aw.
and it's not just our chat. It's our chat with
That's
you
right. Oh,
in
so
the
it's not
car,
just-
at home, in your
Right.
podcast, in your AirPods. I was going to say in your podcast. This is our podcast.
Felt special for a sec. And you're like, no, not just you and me. It's everyone. Okay, I know.
No, but obviously it's just you and me. But everyone who's part of it.
I know. It's very, very special.
The people who come to have a chat with Vince Fusco and Auntie Timpano
Yes.
every week.
Yes. And I actually haven't really been posting. We haven't been posting our feedback of late.
No.
But I should go back and have a look and screenshot and share. We've had such beautiful feedback, and I'm so glad that so many of you actually look forward to Monday mornings.
100%. Somebody said it to me last night. They said, I look forward to your podcast every week.
Yeah.
Every Monday. It's the first thing that pops up on my Spotify and it just gives me that great start.
Yeah.
But it's not just that. It's funny for us because we record a little bit of ahead of time.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes. Today we're not. Today we are behind the eight ball, it feels like.
Well, no, we're like literally recording today and it'll come out in a couple of days.
That's right. Well, yeah, it's as close as it's going to get this moment. But
Yeah.
like it's funny when we do record a bit ahead of time and then they go to edit and then they go into the schedule and sometimes they don't, we might forget what we've spoken about, like you and I.
Quite
like,
often. And my brain often forget.
And it's because we do it so quickly as well, sometimes, that the days go past.
Well, it's
and
just a
then
quick conversation that it turns into an episode and we're out. And then
Monday
weeks
morning
later,
I'm
3
listening
weeks
to it and I
later,
go, this is a great chat.
it's like a first time listen, isn't it?
Yeah.
And well, it is.
And I know I've spoken about that before. Like I
Yeah.
hear things when I edit
Yeah.
that I don't hear when I listen.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's just all brand new. And it's funny because the feedback, like you said, the last few weeks has been great. We've been getting so many wonderful messages.
Yeah, we really have. And like we actually, I feel like, you know, our post this week is we're saying we're the human directory, but the amount of people that have come to us, thanks to our Christmas heirloom sponsors, who we shout out all the time, because they are our sponsors, but the amount of people that have come to us and said, we didn't even know about this shop at West Lakes and we've just been and I'm like, you're welcome.
100%. And it's
You
one of
are
the best things
welcome.
because we bring people together.
That's right.
Connecting business with community, with your customer.
Yep.
I love it. Hey, you know what?
What?
We're coming into the end of the year.
Yes.
So that means a lot of businesses,
Yeah.
myself included, yourself
Yes.
included,
Yep.
we've got to start thinking about our marketing for next year.
Correct.
Right? So we're doing a lot of planning for season 3 of
Yep.
this next year. But if you're a business owner, big, small, doesn't matter. But if you're looking at your marketing spend for next year and you think, what's a great way to connect with your audience? And
Get such a broad reach.
can I just also
Broad.
I'll share. We should share that one of our on-sites this year that we just did. No,
Yep.
it doesn't even have to be a sponsorship for an on-site, but you could sponsor episodes like the Christmas Heirloom. They're
Yeah.
sponsoring this couple of months. You can sponsor episodes. You can get Facebook ads, Google
Yep.
ads. You can do the on-site option where we come and record directly with your customers and your business.
Yes.
We did one earlier for Easter. It's one of my favourite episodes.
Oh my gosh,
F
this
is for
is so
family at
exciting.
Good Start. Good
Tell
Start Payneham have just taken home the National Goodie Awards for community engagement and outreach programs, and it's for their Easter display and podcast that we were part of.
That was so much fun. It was
I didn't think I was going to get emotional, but here I am.
Beautiful.
It was so good.
It was
and
beautiful.
It's a huge congratulations to Jess, the whole team at Good Start Payneham. You guys are so deserving of it. Thanks for having Livin Podcast be part of it.
Absolutely.
We just had the best day there. I didn't think I was going to get emotional about it, but I
Well, it
really
doesn't
am.
take much for you.
It doesn't
Big
take
sook. No, I know. It was so beautiful. And you were there.
That
You
was
were
good.
holding your son. It was just.
We actually just listened to it again recently
Yeah.
because I wanted to hear Roman say, yes. It's the way he says it.
But like, I remember that feeling that day that, yes, though all the staff were going to work, but it probably didn't feel like work to them
Nah.
because they are like family.
Yeah, yeah.
They run that place like it's their household, like they were just a tight ship, but it's full of love.
Oh, it's full of love.
It's
and
full
I feel,
of, oh my
I feel
gosh.
full of pride. No, I'm proud. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of us. It's good. And it's wonderful to be doing exactly that. So
Yeah.
if you're a business
Yeah.
and you think, gee, that sounds like a bloody good idea, and look
Yes.
at the results that we can generate, get in touch with us. hello@livinpodcast.com, or you can just jump onto Instagram at livin_podcast.
Send us
And
a DM, whatever you like.
You said full of love, right?
Oh,
It's full of love.
Because
And
our cups,
are full.
they're full.
Look at my... I don't know
Oh
if
my
you see
God,
this.
love. Look at
This
that.
beautiful jumper that I'm wearing. You said
Oh
I'm wearing
my
blue
gosh,
today. For those of you who
yes.
can't see it, it's a gorgeous shade of blue. It's got a little red love heart just where my heart is. And of course, Nance.
I know.
Let
Yeah.
me just...
Oh, geez. Let me see. What does that spell
what
out?
does that say?
Oh, Coldplay.
Yes, yes. The Fuscos did go to Coldplay again. And I've got so much I want to share with you
Oh
today.
my
And I know that... So it's funny because you said we haven't been posting a lot. And we haven't because we've
No.
been living.
We have. And living it up, let me tell you, in so many ways, so many moments. We've had moments, both of us,
Shit.
like individually, your family, my family, together. There have been moments, seriously.
So last week Joya and I went to Melbourne for a very quick sort of fly in, fly out Coldplay experience. Very similar to what we did for Perth last year.
Yep.
And this was Joya's 7th time seeing
Wow.
them. No. You think that's a lot.
Wow.
Wait till you hear what
Yeah.
happened. This was my 3rd time. And again, I've said it to people before, even if you're not the biggest Coldplay fan, just go.
Yeah.
Because their live show is unlike anything else. It's a experience.
Mm-hmm.
It connects you, much like this podcast.
Yeah.
Connects you with those around you. Like everyone's
Yeah.
sharing that experience.
And I've actually never been to one. However, after every time there's been a concert and I've seen people posting, I don't flick through. I watch them because
yeah.
there is something about it. And I've got to say, look, I bypassed your post because your wife Joya's posts, honestly, were
Yeah.
spectacular.
Oh my God.
But do you know what got me as well?
Tell me.
The beaming smile in
Yeah.
Joya's face.
She
Because
loves
I
them.
too had such a whirlwind weekend, both of us, the exact same timing. And again, 24 hours,
Yeah.
one trip, seeing the beaming smile. So you finish your story and then I'll tell you about the beaming
Well,
smile from my
It was
son.
just wonderful how both of us, again, and it
Oh, it
always
was
happens like that,
crazy.
don't you think?
Yeah.
Like we always end up going away
Yeah.
at similar times, if
Yep.
not together with our
Yep.
families, it's separate. But we got into Melbourne and so we had early entry tickets, which are just the best.
Yeah.
And when we landed in Melbourne on Wednesday, it was night 1 for Coldplay out of 4 nights there. So I said to Joy, let's go straight to the
He
stadium.
did the research.
bloody oath. Let's go straight to the stadium to see, like, suss out the lay of the land, see where our gate is so we know where to go. We go there, general admission, massive lineup. We get there about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and our gate should open at 3:30. So we find our gate, the lineup is enormous. Like, it's wrapping around the stadium. And I was like, Jesus. And then the guy goes, security comes out, goes, all right, we're going to let people in. So this is 3 o'clock, not 3:30. So even for me, I'm planning for tomorrow being like, we got to be here earlier.
Yeah.
But I asked the guy at the very front of the line, hey, mate, what time did you get here? He goes, 8:30 this morning. So 8:30 this morning. So I asked a couple of people back, what time did you get here? They said 9 o'clock this morning. So I go back 100 people, and I'm hoping someone's going to say, I just rolled up at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
No, everyone was there by like 9:30. So I said to Joy, tomorrow morning we're here at 8. I don't care. We're going to be at the front of the line. So we do. We have a wonderful dinner in Melbourne. Get up the next morning and go straight there. Catch the train to Marvel Stadium, and walking up just before 8 a.m, no one's there. And we're like, yes, we're going to be 1 and 2.
Have you got like supplies with you? Like
a little
chair?
No.
Like
Who's going to carry a chair? No.
Well, I don't know. I'm just trying to think. I'm thinking it's a big day.
Well, people did bring, some people brought sleeping bags. They brought those little inflatable mattresses for camping, but they had either an apartment or a car park or something that they went and dropped it off after. But we walk up to the gate and we're like, we're the first ones. And then this little head pops out. Hello.
Aww,
and somebody else is there, number 1. No. Oh, I was like, congratulations. Well, what time did you get here? She goes, 7:30. And she saw the show the night before.
Oh, wow.
And she's seeing all 4 shows in Melbourne and Sydney. And she's seen them 23 times.
Wow.
She's part of this Coldplay.
Coldplay?
Yeah, Coldplay. Australia, New Zealand fan group. And they all were just so warm and welcoming. And they
Have you joined?
Yeah. I'm on there. I'm already on the Instagram.
Oh, I knew it.
They've already shared my footage. Like, we've been talking since.
Wow. But
we get numbered 2 and 3. So Joy and I were number 2 and 3 in the line. And it was just an amazing day. So we waited all day, got in. We were front row on the barricade, as you saw. We saw some amazing artists. Emmanuel Kelly, the Australian artist, he just was so, so good and inspiring in his story. If you haven't seen him, look him up, Emmanuel Kelly. Ira Star from... I think she said it's from Lagos, Nigeria. And the other performer was Shoni as well. And he was from Ethiopia. He was just fantastic. And that's what I love about Coldplay is they bring people who you don't always see or think of. Right?
Of course, yes.
Anywho, the first night, they performed for the first time ever in the band's history without their bass player.
Oh, yes, you told me.
Did you hear about this?
Yeah, no, you told me.
Oh, it was all over the news.
Yeah, no. I got it firsthand.
Oh, I caught.
Sorry.
Yeah. So when I got off the phone with Chris Martin and he told me what was going on, but it was like history making. In 23 years, think about that. They never, ever have played without one of their band members.
Wow.
And think about like how many gigs you've done in your life.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And how many you might have missed because you've been sick.
Yeah.
And very rare, I think, for even like us or most performers. You can push through a sickness, but to not do it. But for 23 years, you've never missed a gig.
Wow.
I find that just truly inspiring as a performer and, a person. I'm like, wow. But he was back. So we also got...
Thank God.
We got the band back together.
Yeah.
Which in and of itself, we were dying. And then when we were in the lineup, somebody spotted Ralph Macchio in Melbourne, to which I replied, shut up.
You would have.
Dead.
Did you?
100%. Because I just introduced the Karate Kid movie to the boys 2 weeks ago, Nance. It's one of my favourites.
I did about, a month or so ago.
With Jada?
Yes.
Did he love it?
Loved it.
How can you not?
Loved it.
It's one of my favourites. I've got the book up there.
Yeah.
I love it, right? And I was like, why would Ralph Macchio be here? There's a new Coldplay song called The Karate Kid.
Ah.
So I was like, it must be. We are at the concert, Nance. I'm going to cry thinking about it.
Oh, gosh.
Because
here we go.
you said it doesn't take much, but there's something that overwhelms me.
Mm.
I don't know if it's because of the deep impact that movie had on me as a kid, the underdog story, what Daniel LaRusso goes through.
Yeah.
But I never in my life thought I would share space and time with Ralph Macchio. He was there. They filmed the bloody video clip at the concert that we were at. So not only did we get Guy, the bass player, back, we had Ralph Macchio there. We were front row. And guess who was standing directly opposite me?
Ralph Macchio.
No, it wasn't Ralph Macchio. He ran past. He did not give me a high five. That's okay. I'll forgive you. He gave it to everyone else and put his hand very much down.
Yes. You told me this. Yes.
Baz Luhrmann. Nance. dead.
Yes, I know. For us theatre folk.
Dead.
Yeah.
Oh, anyhow, so Coldplay was just phenomenal. My cup is so full. You mentioned Joya's face.
Yes.
One of my favourite things to do is take a photo of her at the. I'm going to cry already.
Oh my God.
When as soon as they walked out, because they walked straight past us, she literally burst out in tears. I've got it on video. But I took a photo at Perth last year and at Melbourne 7 years ago. And it's always at the beginning of the show. I just get a photo of her and she's always got the
beaming.
biggest smile.
Yep.
It's one of my favourite things. Is watching her at a Coldplay concert.
Aww.
Isn't that sad? But
you love watching her getting excited over 5 other men.
4 other men.
4 other men.
And yeah, like
And
that's a very weird sentence.
That's
and a very weird
No,
thought. But totally. No, 100%.
Absolutely.
100%.
Good on her.
Listen, if Chris Martin's the whole pass,
See ya.
see ya.
See ya.
See ya. No, and our friends in Melbourne that came with us, they had never experienced it, and they said, "I'm so glad our first time was with you guys."
I didn't realise you had.
We had another couple. We had another couple come with, and so they said, "Should we go to lunch before we go to the concert?" And I said, "Let's go to dinner the night before." And that's when they realised that we were going to make them line up for 12 hours.
Yeah, these guys are serious.
And they did, and they were with us all day, and they loved it. And they said, because we warned them, we said, you're going to see a whole nother side of the Fuscos, because we fangirl hard for Coldplay, right? Hard. And they just said, they were like, it was the best experience because you guys were so into it. Vinny crying for an hour, and every time he talks about Ralph Macchio, he just burst into tears. Me. She goes, that's amazing. Like, what are the chances that we were going to experience that? It's a lifelong memory. And our cups are just full.
Wow.
Our cups are so full. Our boys were home. Unfortunately, they missed out. But even then, I picked up Roman from childcare the other day, walk in, they're listening to Coldplay. And I said, are you guys having a Coldplay party? The teacher goes, yeah, Roman requested it. I said, he's doing well, my boys.
Oh, look at that.
We're teaching them. But like, it's the message as well about love. That's what Coldplay, it finishes, when the concert finishes, it says, believe in love.
Oh, beautiful.
They just keep reminding everyone, believe
Beautiful.
in love and look after each other. Be kind to yourself, be kind to one another. Yeah.
It's like, no, you know how we speak about when we've gone on holiday, like, you know, I love Bali.
Yes.
And some people are anti.
Yeah.
And they haven't been, or so they're not interested.
Totally.
Or they've gone and they've had a bad experience. I feel like I've never been to a Coldplay concert. So should I go once, I think I will be Team Coldplay.
1,000%.
I think it's
because
obvious.
and even like the light show, like the way that you get that wristband and they're doing like a full carbon offset. I can't even I sound like I'm working for them.
Yeah.
But what they stand for, they talk the talk and they walk the walk. Like their whole tour is carbon offset.
Wow.
So they've got dance floors, kinetic dance floors. The more you jump on it, it charges the batteries to power the show the next night. They've got bikes. You can ride bikes to generate power.
Yes.
The whole show is run on batteries. All the light wristbands that we used to get were plastic and material. Now they're made from a plant-based compost recyclable. So you recycle them at the end of the show. But when those lights turn on your wrist and you've got 100,000 people all flashing, there's something that connects you.
Absolutely. Strength in numbers. I always say it.
It's just the best. Strength in numbers. Here's a quick one for you. I want to hear your story too. Sorry, I'm just talking about Coldplay.
No, go for it.
But with the number system lining up.
Yes.
So everyone was like, as soon as they arrived, hi, they come and get them, they get the Sharpie, they would write, what number am I? I'm number 17. Wow, I love it. This one guy rolls up. He's like, I don't conform to your numerology ideology. I'm not parlaying. When the gate opens, I'm going. And everyone was like, well, mate, you've just like, you know, everyone else is doing it. Yeah. And it's more so just consider it. That if I have to go to the loo or go get something to eat, I can come back and be like, I'm number 2.
Yes.
And everybody respected it. Everybody looked after each other. That's the other thing. You're never going to have dickheads at a Coldplay concert. Yeah. However, this bloke rolled up.
Then there was one.
And he was just like argumentative with everyone. He was like, what are you going to do about it? And I turned to the girl next to me who we made friends with. We made friends with everyone. And I said to her, what are we going to do about it? Do you remember in A Bug's Life? You ever seen the movie A Bug's Life?
I can't remember.
Well, the grasshoppers pick on the ants. And then the grasshoppers admit, they go, if the ants realise that they're stronger than us in numbers. And I said, that's what's going to happen to this bloke. He thinks he's a grasshopper. Mate, there are 1,000 ants around you ready to take you down.
Yeah.
But it was just like wild that this guy had such a bad start to the day. Like you woke up this angry at 8:30.
Wow.
Come on. Anyway, go live your life. I did. There's so many more things I could share, but I'll be here all day.
Look, the Joya's beaming smile has now passed on to you. Look at you.
I can't stop. And I've replaced my last
45
hoodie.
degrees, but you're wearing your Coldplay hoodie.
100%. Don't care. Even Joy's auntie said, "You're not going to take that off for a while, are you?" I said, "Nah." I needed to replace my last one, and I've got this new one, and I love it.
We are here again, thanks to Christmas Heirloom Company, located at Westfield, West Lakes. And did you know these guys have been creating pop-up shops around Adelaide, the only store in Australia like this, for the past 8 years. But for 4 of those 8 years, they have won Franchisee of the Year.
Not only are they a one-of-a-kind store in this country, they are a multiple-time award winner. And they're open this year, right up until Christmas Eve.
They are.
You can go in there at Westfield, West Lakes. They've got the most amazing range of not just ornaments,
No.
but there are the...
Trees, their trees are divine.
I was going to say the Nutcracker statues.
Yes.
I can't get over some of this stuff there.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So, guys, get down to the Christmas Heirloom Company at Westfield, West Lakes, right up until 24th of December this year. Get yourself some goodies. And if you don't know what they've got, get onto Instagram
Yes.
at Christmas Heirloom AU.
Absolutely. And being a pop-up shop, if you must be following their socials or their Facebook page, because that way next year you'll know where they're going to pop up.
That's right.
So jump on.
Last year it was in the CBD.
Correct.
This year it's West Lakes.
That's
Who
right.
knows where they'll be next year?
I know.
I might get them to come and set up here. Place needs a bit of a zhuzh.
Absolutely. Christmas Heirloom Company, Westfield, West Lakes. Give them a follow.
We took on the East Coast,
Oh,
didn't we?
no, we certainly did. And I literally had 24 hours, if that, in Sydney. And what an incredible 24
Oh, my
hours. And this
gosh.
wasn't necessarily for me, about me, or the feeling that the full cup that you got. I got the full cup, experiencing something, watching my son in his element. We went off to Combank Stadium in Sydney to watch the Jogger Bonito tour. Timmy Cahill had a ex-players Australia side
I love it.
versus a Brazilian side, and heading that team was Ronaldinho.
I need like a Vuvuzela.
Ronaldinho, and let me tell you, from just even the flight over, just Jaden and I, we met up with Eugene over there. Eugene was in the squad.
I was going to say, can we actually just quickly...
I know.
The goat,
Actually,
the goat was
mention.
back on the pitch.
Gloves were on.
I love it.
Gloves were on. It was pretty exciting because, you know, now that Jaden's old enough, or since he's been old enough to remember, Eugene hasn't been playing. He's been coaching. So this is back watching his dad on the pitch, on the field.
I just think that's so cool.
And it was incredible. Anyway, it was a whirlwind of a day. We literally made every logistical thing happen, but like by the second.
Yeah.
Like checking into the hotel, then we had to be downstairs in the foyer, and I had like a 6-minute turnaround to check in, get upstairs, drop the bags, get changed, get back down, everything. While I'm doing all this, the kerfuffle in the foyer, I'm recognising all these soccer players because they're more from my time in terms of, you know, like Eugene's
when
time
he
of
was
playing.
playing. Yeah,
so I
yeah.
knew, like, whereas now the players now I probably don't know as much, you know. Whereas I was amongst it then. So I'm like, Jaden, there's, you know, Tariq Elrich, there's Michael Zullo, there's, you know, I'm pointing, and he's like, who? And I was like, oh my God. Like,
But it makes sense. Like you said, he was too young.
and then Jaden's pointing out, because there was a guy playing in the team who's a YouTuber, a very famous YouTuber, and Jaden recognised him.
Isn't that funny?
It's, you know, so all of this. So he was just like, oh my gosh, all the things going on. So anyway, we made it. We run down to the foyer. Foyer is now, from a swarm of people, zoom, empty. I'm like, I've missed the bus.
Did you?
And it's at Parramatta, so it's a good hour away
Yeah.
with traffic, Sydney traffic. And then I've rung a friend that I knew that it was getting on the bus, and she's like, no, go out the doors, turn left, calm down, we're here, we're just getting on the bus. And I'm like, oh my God. Anyway, we made everything by the minute. Then we didn't realise until gates opened, bit of a story there, but anyway. Gates opened, I was meeting up with one of Jaden's school friends and his dad. They bought tickets to come over. It was so beautiful
Love.
to have his school friend there experiencing with him.
How cool is that? What a story to tell a
Like,
show and tell
come
next week.
on.
Hello.
So anyway, I didn't realise until we were well and truly in. As we're getting closer past this gate, I'm thinking, I'm reading change rooms, I'm reading warm-up zone, I'm like,
You're thinking
do I want
lucky
to
day.
get any closer? I'm like, this guy's taking us to the wrong spot. So we were in the dugout of Combat Stadium. Did not expect to do it. So we're in this
Wow.
room, and in the room there's like the two walls of the room, like double-sided mirrors. So we could see the Brazilian team warming up there. They couldn't see us.
Yeah.
We could see the Australian side warming up
How
here,
cool.
a window away. So Jaden's banging on the window, Dad, Dad. Eugene didn't know. He goes, I heard knocking. I heard some knocking,
Oh, yeah?
but he couldn't see. So we're watching
He just kept
Ronald-
looking at himself in the lamp, checking his teeth.
Ronaldinho warming up here, Timmy Cahill warming up
good.
here. It was insane. So
That's like being literally surrounded by legends.
it was, but it was yes, I had a bit of a buzz, but watching that beaming smile from my son
Oh, my
was
God.
incredible.
And how cool for like his schoolmate.
My God. So then when they walked out, they literally walked through us to get out to the field.
Wow.
So the players are high-fiving us, Huge comes over and high-fives Jaden, his friend, blah, 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 blah. Great time. So they walk off, and then an ex-player, Tariq, I've told you, but I'm sorry, I'm shouting you out on the podcast. You're a bloody legend. Tariq Elrich, he's walked past, said hello, haven't seen him for a few years, and then he's stepped back and he's like, what are we doing? Jaden, you're coming with me. So Jaden's like, who is this guy?
'Cause he hasn't-
Even
he
though they
doesn't-
met when they were young. When
But he
was
would have been
young,
too young.
He's forgotten.
Yeah.
And I'm like, go, he's safe.
He's
go,
a safe person.
Go. So he's taken Jaden out into the lineup of this game at Combank
Wow.
Stadium and literally handed him to Huge to stand in front of the line.
So hang on, did Jaden stand with you in the lineup?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm dying. I'm absolutely dying. And then
Is that the first time?
no, well, Eugene's taken
I know
him
that
out.
he's taken him out when he was little.
Jaden wouldn't remember. He's gone out with Adelaide United.
Let alone to be on a national team of fucking legends.
look at you, you're crying.
I'm actually
You-
crying because I know what it means to you. I know what it means
Yes.
to Eugene. But like, even as a parent, like the idea of bringing my son out in that moment, I'm overwhelmed for you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think I was going to cry so much today.
Because they had like formal sort of, proper mascots that were booked for the night type of thing. Like and then there's Jaden in his gear with his dad.
cool.
So he's run off because they've done the lineup and
Yeah.
they've shaken hands of all the players, and Ronaldinho has shaken Jaden's hand.
So his
He
hand is
has
still
run
filthy,
off
I imagine.
going, Mum, I'm never washing my hand again. It was just insane. Then after the game, Eugene's come and gotten Jaden and his friend, which was so beautiful
How
that
cool.
it was so beautiful. And me and Jimmy, little Stevie's dad that was there with us, we were just watching, like buzzing out for them. They're having photos with Timmy Cahill. They're having
100% you're
photos with,
buzzing out.
Emerton, with all of them. All of them.
What a great squad, man.
It was crazy. I met the most beautiful family, the Maneira family. He was playing on the Brazilian
Yep.
team. His wife and children were divine. Wow. What? And then the next day, just to quickly, the next morning, Jaden didn't manage to get a photo at this stage with Ronaldinho or an autograph yet. So the next morning, Jaden and I have gone to breakfast, and Jaden's mum, hurry up, we've got to go down to the foyer. And I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, but there's got to be a back
It's a buffet breakfast.
exit.
This is where I get
Yeah.
my money back here.
This is this isn't he's not going to go through the foyer. I just didn't feel it. I said, sweetheart,
He'd be going like
if
private.
we have any hope of seeing Ronaldinho this morning, I suggest we stay put and stalk this breakfast place.
You don't reckon he's going to eat in his room?
Anyway,
Speaking
we've
of
sat there,
breakfast.
we've met up with other people that we knew by this stage. Anyway, we're having a chat. Like, I'm talking to you. I have just spotted Ronaldinho. This is 2 hours later at breakfast, and I've just bolted. And this mum has gone, where are you going? I'm like, he's there. So then we've run up, and the poor bloke's trying to get breakfast. And by now, Jaden's forgotten his Sharpie at the table, so he's had to run back. By then, we've missed the opportunity for a photo.
No.
His massive security guard.
Oh, hang on. I saw this on your. Was this?
Neil Cummings.
I saw your story the other day where you were like,
OMG.
"Thanks for protecting," and I was like, "What is she talking? Is this the security guard?"
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, you're funny.
Oh, my God. What a beast. An absolute beast. But a BFG. BFG.
big friendly giant, yes.
Apart from that moment at breakfast where he said, let him eat breakfast.
Well,
I'm
hang
like,
on.
"Are you kidding?"
That's fair. Let the bloke eat.
And I'm like, please, I've waited so long.
How many Weet-Bix did he have?
I don't know. But we're sitting there literally stalking him, eating
Did
breakfast.
you watch him eat?
And I'm saying to everyone, surely he's eaten enough. Come on.
Oh, Neds.
Come on. And then he finally got up to go get fruit. And I'm like, right, pounce.
We're going.
Pounce. We got a photo. We didn't get an autograph. So I'm like, right, stay put.
I love it. Your commitment is wild.
So then, towards sort of, the breakfast is finishing and I'm like, Jaden, now's the time.
Go.
And he's jumped in. He's got an autograph. Wow.
What did he get signed?
He got an AC Milan top because he used to play for AC Milan,
yeah.
signed. And he was just in
Heaven.
his element. Yes.
That's the best.
It was. And if you see, you saw Jaden's smile in all the photos. It's
I don't
different.
think it's ever seen. Yeah,
it's different.
It's bigger than ever.
It's different. And it's his eyes.
There's a
his
twinkle.
It was incredible. So, therefore, this week's topic, cups are full.
I love a good full cup.
Cups are full. So many full cup moments. But, you've had your full cup moments seeing, like you have won another award.
Oh, my God, Nance, hello.
Are you forgetting?
I feel like I might be because I'm still half asleep because last night we did celebrate the ARBIA Awards for South Australia, the Australian Bridal Industry Awards. And we, Entertainment Adelaide, Daniel Coronas, Peter Savas and myself attended representing EA.
Yeah.
And we took home 3 out of 4 awards that we were nominated for last night. So again, like incredibly full cups because this award is also voted on from reviews by the clients. So it's the brides and grooms that we've serviced over the years.
And you've had a lot of reviews.
Nance, we got a brand new award last night for over 1,000 reviews.
Wow.
That's mental.
That's crazy.
1,000 reviews this year. So we got this wonderful recognition, this award for over 1,000 reviews.
Yeah.
We got that one. We won Best Entertainment Agent. So that's for working with the musicians, the different vendors that we do work with week in, week out. And we took home Best Master of Ceremonies, Best MC, which is, again, just a huge testament to our whole team.
Yes.
Like the guys that work with us that every week make sure that we are delivering on our quality and we're making it an event to remember.
Absolutely. And every week, I love watching your socials because it looks like just a massive celebration. I won't say just party because that can be different. It can almost
don't call
cheapen
my
it
wedding a
bit.
party.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
It's a celebration.
But the thing, how can you not? Like people say to me, they go, you love it. And I'm actually going to talk about this a bit on my socials later this week.
Mm.
But a wedding is a room full of love.
Yep.
Most times.
Yep.
Everyone in that room.
That's right.
And I say it to the brides and grooms. I don't give advice very often, but when I do, I say, look, the moment when you walk into your reception, because I remember that so vividly, where I was overwhelmed at like every single face I'm seeing has played a part in my life.
And is there for you.
It's like a walk down your timeline from birth to now.
Yeah,
and you look around and I say to them as well, like, enjoy that because you will never have that combination of people together again.
Yeah,
I
that's
promise you. Even if you go, no, we've got an after party tomorrow. We're going to do lunch.
Yeah.
No, I promise you someone will be missing.
Yeah.
In 3 weeks' time when you all get together.
Yes.
There'll be one element that's wrong. You're never going to have that combination again. And I think that that's a really beautiful moment in life.
Yeah.
So for me, that's what I love about it. I love seeing everyone's joy. I love being part of that love story. And more to that, because I've done this for so long now, and I said that in my speech last night, actually, I said on my first wedding 7 years ago for Entertainment Adelaide, I said to Daniel, don't give me weddings ever again. Do you believe that?
Wow. And look at you.
After night 1, I said to him, this is why I don't do weddings, Daniel. This is why I do corporate. And 210 plus weddings in 7 years for EA alone. That's just my work with EA.
Yeah.
I love it. Like I can't love it more. But it's also the time in 7 years that I've done this, it's the couples that I've gotten to know.
Yes.
The couples I get to see again and again when I'm now, celebrating their cousins, their best friends group. And you see those cycles.
Yep.
There was a wedding I did 2 weeks ago where there were 15 couples in the room that I have been privileged to be their MC. And
well, in 7 years, you would have been their wedding MC. Now you're probably seeing them be parents.
But that's, I'm going to cry again.
Oh, God.
But that's exactly it. Because I'm like, this is beautiful. I get to witness.
I'm not laughing at you.
I am. Clearly I'm tired today because I'm just fucking crying on everything. But it's exactly that. Like when I see them and they've got the baby bump and I go, oh my God, guys, and they go, we're expecting. I go, this is beautiful.
Thank
like
God.
That's a blessing. Thank God. Big lunch. Savage. No. It's, or they're having number 2 or they're having number 3. And I love that. It's a really privileged spot to witness people's families grow like that and to see your love and be part of it. And forever, we're part of that.
Yeah, and 1,000 reviews. Look, I think my cup's full and we've had a few reviews, so maybe you could fill our cup more.
Guys, please.
Give us
Feel
some
free.
more reviews on Spotify and
Five
Apple
star,
Podcasts.
5 star.
5 star. And give us a comment. We want to know what our podcast does for you.
Yeah, you mentioned it at the very top of today's
yeah.
episode about the feedback we've been getting.
Yes.
And it's things like, thanks for always shouting out the
Yeah.
good things, or thanks for making me recognize what is happening
Yeah.
around me. Thanks for shouting out my business. You know,
Or thanks for talking about that, because that's been happening to me lately, but
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was just me.
Yeah.
That's what I love. That's a good one. That we
shared
get.
experience.
Shared.
That's
Yeah.
really, I think there's a very good undertone to all of this today.
A problem shared is a problem halved.
Yeah,
Or solved. We try and solve it, but if not, it's halved because you're offloading.
you don't have to carry that mental weight alone.
That's right.
I love this. Oh, guys.
Guys.
All right, well, look, before I cry again.
Oh, God, I'm going to get some tissues. We need to go.
Oh, we need to go.
We need to go.
This has been such a beautiful day.
Yes.
And it's a reminder to everybody to, reflect.
Yes.
And be grateful for everything.
Yeah.
I didn't say it last night, but I told you this morning. I wanted to say, I want to thank God for the, in my speech, but isn't that cliche? Like, I want to thank God first and foremost. But what a beautiful thing. God, the universe, whatever it is you believe in.
Yeah.
There's no right or wrong answer here, guys. But life is beautiful.
Yes.
In all of its shades. And the cup is very full.
And we are here living it.
Living it. We'll see you next week. Have a wonderful week, wonderful people. Bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Am I living?
Oh, I truly feel like I'm just on the brink of tears all day.
Oh, my gosh.
I was in bed by midnight, though.
Your mama always said, look up into the sky, find the sun.
Speaking of full cup, can I have a cup of tea?
Yeah, let's do it.
Thank you.
Get the kettle going.